Welcome back to another episode of Blockchain Boys. Your host MPE3 here, doing this solo today. Solo dolo. John's still up in New York. He is currently in the studio giving our people some winning bets. So we'll let you know what channel that's on and when we can officially announce that soon. But we are joined today by the ape formerly known as Clarence, or I should say, the man formerly known as Clarence the Ape,
There we
and
go.
now known as the leader of the mob, aka the NFT Wiz. We got our boy Lance, a big friend of the program over at NRN, by the way. Lance, welcome.
What is going on? What is going on?
Not much.
How the
bro.
hell are you today?
Hey, we're doing well. I woke up, so can't complain. Can't complain. So you look like you're doing good over there. Just getting your daily greens in.
Yep. You know how it is.
I
About
love
get
it.
this nice Jeep in,
I love it.
and then we're good to go.
I love it. Hey, priorities. We're a big supporter of the greens on this podcast. You know how we roll.
Have to.
So, for those of you that don't know, Lance was one of the, I would say, the OGest of apes. Like when we had Nate on, he was talking about the OG ape days, ape follow ape. I think our man over here was maybe the king of getting those followers, as well as just, been crushing it with the content that you've continued to do with, Mondays with the mob, and I'll let you speak further on the Marshmallow mob upcoming project. But I've been a part of a lot of those spaces, and I think Lance is also going to be doing some content with Blockchain Boys as well coming up here, so really looking forward to that. But glad to have you here, Lance.
Appreciate you. Yeah, no, damn, that was a hell of a fucking intro. Definitely appreciate you. Definitely got the kiddos in the back if you hear them at all.
It's all good. You might hear my puppy at some point, so it's all good.
Hey, it's life. But yeah, man, yeah, those, just to quickly touch on that.
I'll say, so just tell us like how like you mentioned, when we were talking before, like you went from selling trading cards to Top Shot over to the Ethereum-based NFTs, which I feel like is a normal progression. I spoke to Franklin, and his progression was the same. He told me he bought the top on Top Shot and made it back by getting in on the apes. So just talk to us through that progression, and then it's led you to link up with some of these guys and create the mob that you guys got coming up.
Yeah. So basically. Shit, if we want to go talk about the sports cars, that's like, COVID, when COVID like really hit, was just looking for a way to make money at the house as opposed to leaving and potentially, just dealing with all the bullshit that was, COVID. So I got in and just researched heavily on sports cards. Funny enough, fucking Gary Vee's the one who got me on sports cards. So, he didn't need to put me on NFTs. I honestly thought I fucking beat him. Honestly, he was years ahead because of he already knew. But I thought I beat his ass because we were like, I was already in the projects, and I was like, I don't even know if he's on this shit. But, he put me on to the card market, physical cards. I then took that shit, became a persona within that little community as well. I call myself the card father. So that had its own little thing. And on there, you could either, like, the way you would make money would be either, like, obviously you just buy, like, single cards of players and just hope that their kind of stock goes up. Excuse me. Or you buy, like, boxes of the shit sealed. And then you kind of just, like, you sell the boxes, but in, like, a raffle type way. So let's say we were doing the NBA, for instance.
You sell.
There's 30 teams.
Do you do like slots for like you sell the team?
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
Exactly.
I dabbled in the card market a little bit.
Yep.
I was
one of the motherfuckers that was talking shit and breaking them for everyone.
I was gonna say I actually had a little like known I say little known. I think I had like maybe 20 followers. It was like I think it was called Bubba's Card Corner.
We love it. No, we fucking love it. Dude, that's how I got like all my IG followers is mostly fucking card people and not NFT people. So, and obviously because we don't fucking use IG, but to go back to the thing, from cards, obviously from there, one of my favorite people watching or that I would watch on cards, he started pivoting heavy into telling people about NFTs, telling people like what I mean. You guys might think that like I'm stupid for saying this shit, but I definitely believe in NFTs going forward. And so I just followed his footsteps. He was in Top Shot. He might have even been in on the beta. And I got in, I'd say December, January. So like right as the buzz was about to hit.
Gotcha.
I just didn't have any fucking equity. I was running on like I think I put in $45 or $50 honestly, and I was buying packs and got lucky as shit on a lot of packs and just started watching that money grow. Because I was one of I was one of the fucking shiesty people, that I was selling shit. Every time a pack came out, I had a dude from the card market. Shout out to him, man. If it wasn't for him, actually, I'm not here. So just shout out to you. I'm not gonna put you out there, but he would take my moments and send me PayPal. And I'm just like, bro, I'm locked. Obviously, the whole issue was people were locked out of fucking withdrawing. And I was like, yo, you don't even understand what you're doing. Like, thank you so fucking much. So it was like every fucking week, you know what I mean? It was like a payday. I was like, yo, I'm just staying up late as shit.
Staying in line.
Exactly. And I'm just like, yo, thank you. So then from there, I got hooked on fucking Zed Run terribly. Whatever the fuck. I'm not even going to talk about their bitch ass. But fucking, I got hooked on them. And honestly, it led me to the Bored Ape. I don't know how or why, but it led me to the fucking Bored Ape Man. From there, I only minted one because I was like, man, I think at the time there was rumors of a horse drop, like probably a week or two after. So I'm like, man, I'm just gonna save my money for this horse drop. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna buy these anymore. I just bought one. I think it was one of those NFTs where like it never dipped. I don't think it ever went below the floor. I just think it always went up. And coming out at 0.8, you know what I mean? You kind of it's already up there.
I knew like just from we had Nate on a former episode, Nate Digital, and he said that he ended up getting there was like a slight dip when it got up to like almost a 1 ETH floor. I think it slight dip like for maybe 30 minutes to like 0.75, and he was able to snipe his that he has now right there. But yeah, other than that, crazy. It was just
that's crazy. Yeah,
moonshot.
That's what I'm saying. It just took off, and I was like, you know what I mean? So I minted one that wasn't clearance. I minted it was he had the hat and he had the shirt. So he had the double merch thing going on. But I was like, I don't fuck with him. I'm selling him. I'm selling him, and I'm buying another one. And it was like basically what it came down to was it was like an offset. So I sold him for just enough to get clearance, and then I was like, I'm cool. Never knew that this shit was gonna be, obviously, who the fuck knew? Or else I would have sold all my fucking horses. It would have been that easy. Knowing the outcome of both of those, hell yeah, I'm selling all my fucking horses right here, right now.
Say, hindsight is 2020.
Yeah, and it was crazy because you know what I mean. It was so many. I would use like again utilizing the IP. I would go to other projects and be like, yo, you need to feature these apes. You need to put these apes on your shit. You need to do this. You need to do this. Like fuck with the apes. Fuck with the apes. No, no, we're not fucking with them. No, and I was like, you fucking bitch. Like now I know those motherfuckers in particular are like, yo, we should have fucking just listened to this bitch. As much as we hate this bitch ass, we should have listened to this bitch. But yeah, and then we're now here building the Marshmallow Mob. That's what we're doing.
Dude, I love that. So just talk to me a little bit about how, kind of the idea for Marshmallow Mob, came about, and how you guys, the team for that kind of connected, and also kind of your vision specifically around like IP, and how you're trying to expand that kind of, I guess, the the knowledge in the market on the IP side of
Yeah,
things.
100%. So the Marshmallow Mob honestly came random as shit. Like a couple people in the space that have built other projects, I'm one of those people who built a project and it never took off. I didn't, you know, admittedly, I couldn't muster enough in myself to do anything more. I think there's like 90 owners. I think there was 120 total NFTs that got
You know,
minted.
I'm an owner, right?
Um, oh, I did not know you're a fucking
Yeah,
owner. You're a fucking
I have
legend.
4 Legions of Loud, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah,
I
exactly.
got
You're a fucking
4,
legend.
bro.
Shout out, shout
Literally
out.
have 4.
Yeah, you're a fucking legend. And you know what I mean. And so just to pivot on that particular, because I know that that's a big topic right now. It's a heavily debated thing. Those people who did mint, it's a 2-for-1 ratio. So for every one that you have, you're going to get 2 Marshmallow Mobsters. You know what I mean, for free. Just pay the gas and it'll be like that. And it's going to be a nice gas optimized contract. So gas shouldn't even be that heavy. But moving on, the same team is here. All the devs, the builders. It's just a different artist. And the idea just came from fucking us living where we live. I grew up in Harrisburg, PA, which really is like 25 minutes from every fucking city in PA. Other than like, you know what I mean. I'll say Central PA. It's 25 minutes. Like in Central PA, you're right there and smack dab in the middle. So Hershey is right there. And I honestly, admittedly, also have MiltonHershey.eth. It's all like, you know what I mean. I've just that whole plan has always seemed like, how the fuck did he do this? You know what I mean? Like what was going on, and like just the philanthropy tied to his business, not himself but the business. You get this school, which a lot of people don't even know about, Milton Hershey School, and it's for, I want to say I know it's for the underprivileged, but I'm not honestly sure of the requirements or anything. But it's like a boarding school, so you go there and you basically grow up there. Like, you know what I mean? It's where you grow up, and it's a whole different school. I was only there for a couple basketball tournaments in my life, but just being there, I was like, yo, this facility in itself is a lot better than our school, and we're a large school. Like, we were one of the largest schools out in Central PA, and the whole thought of that school, just to tie that up, came to me when I had Clarence, actually. Just the whole learning about NFTs, learning about crypto, learning about just creativity, just art, all that shit. The idea came to me of like, bro, we can literally start schools about this shit. And you know, I see a lot of projects that are doing like, you know, the virtual schools, the virtual classrooms and shit like that, and it's fucking great. But just, you know, I'm trying to take that whole Milton Hershey shit to the Lance level. You know what I mean? Like, so we got this candy theme going on. Further down the line, we got a lot of shit. You know what I mean? That's candy theme. So like I said, we're jacking his style. I'm jacking his style. You know what I mean? In the Web3
But you got
way.
the ENS, so it's like it's kind of
I
like
got the so I
you're
am him.
good.
I'm
Yeah,
him.
in
But
Web3
yeah, I'm
world, you are
smooth.
him. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm good. But yeah, the IP of it all, it had to be cute. It had to be, you know, cute in the sense of I'm thinking of what is Hershey Park. You know what I mean? You got those little uh, fucking characters that they have. You know what I mean? They have these little the cuteness to them where the kids want to come up and play with them, take pictures with them, and then you have the whole park that's kind of like themed around it. And again, since Clarence, I've literally been saying someone needs to create a project and create a theme park out of this. And literally just take it step by step. Like, you can't build a Hershey Park in a day. Hershey Park still gets fucking built, worked on every year, bro. I drive past there almost every week, so they're still building their shit, and that shit's been there, I think, since like the 20s, maybe the 50s or some shit like that. I said, yeah, I'm tripping, definitely the 50s or some shit, maybe I'm high, whatever. But either way, you know what I mean. The idea is there. If you get that right IP, you get the right characters to match the IP. Um, you know, shout out to Jenkins and all those. Like, those are the figures that I would put into a theme park. you know what I mean, and designate a section of a theme park to that person.
No, 100%.
You know that the theme fits. You know what I'm saying? So that's my vision with the mob, super long term. You know what I mean? And that's where that you know what I mean. It all came from the Hershey thing, and I just couldn't do it with the LOL. So it had to be Marshmallow Mob because it's just like, dude, if no one else is gonna fucking do this, I'm not letting. Like, I'm gonna do it. If no one else is gonna do it, and I'm putting this out there, I'm gonna do it. I don't know who I have to go through, who I have to talk to, but that's just what you know what I mean. That's what this shit is all about. That's what the Web3 is all about. When people say building, I'm building. You know what I mean?
Building.
We're yeah, we're building, and that's what it is. You know, we're trying to find these answers. We're trying to do what people literally have never done because the technology hasn't existed. So. With this, you know what I mean? Everyone gave me a voice that I never had. You know, I took that Twitter from 0 to fucking 20 some thousand um, within a year. And again, that was some shit that, you know what I mean, I was not used to. But yet the ideology that I was spreading through there was, you know, it was echoing. It was a lot of people agreed with the shit, regardless of if you fucked with me prior or after of the 8. It was a lot of, you know what I mean. The same ideology is there, um, and that's all. That's all this shit is about. You know what I'm saying? Is just pushing this shit forward, regardless of if it is my project or if it's someone else's. We got to take baby steps, and I think that understanding the IP is like one of the most important things that you can do when onboarding somebody because they're going to understand it in a completely different way when you tell them about that aspect. You know what I mean?
100%, man. Like it kind of reminds me of you know, kind of doodles even like in the early days, and that, you know, they're, you know, putting on these, you know, events or even like activations as they call them, where, you know, it's very like child friendly, right? Like you can, like in your coffee you can get your doodle printed, like you can get your doodle on the wall, like you can have your doodle in the spaceship and write it like on AR. So it's like, I
Yep.
feel like they're the only really project that has even tried to, you know, do that. I mean, Cool Cats kind of like, just in that their art is like
Yeah.
kid friendly, making the deal with CAA, but we really haven't seen any other, you know, projects kind of take
Yeah.
that, you know, and go forward with that. So are you guys planning on doing like, you know, any sort of like children's books, or like, you know, even like candy like collaborations, or are these just all kind of things that, you know, you're open to and just kind of see how things kind of progress?
So definitely candy. We actually were talking to a couple people about a couple products with the candy, and then also like plushes, as well as they're like squishy plushes,
I'll say
as
you
well as
see
like
you
the
see the
regular.
gutter.
You
I
know what I
got the
mean?
gutter plush right back here. If you can see
Oh,
that,
see, oh yeah, I can't see it, but I know exactly which one you're
it's
talking about.
the
I know exactly. Yeah,
juggernaut.
yep, 100%. And that's you know what I mean. It's that type of shit because again, I have two kids. I have a 5-year-old and I have a 2-year-old. And it's not to be I guess the capitalist of it all, but it's like, bro, that's what is gonna have attention to you. It's the kids. It's not gonna be. I mean, let's face it, bro. The 30 to 40 year olds, what's their appeal to it? Basically, when the money's hot, that's when it appeals to them. I'm trying to give y'all something that is like, bro, you could sell this in a store. You could make your store catered around this. You could now, if you just had a regular, boring old store, now you can turn that store into your NFT store, attract a whole new crowd of, clientele, whatever the case may be. Shit like that. But you know what I mean. It starts with those ideas. You know what I mean. We got to put it out there, and it starts with like collaborating, like you said. But yeah, for the time being, just plushes and a couple of the candy that we've already gotten into.
Dude, that's dope. No, I mean, like if you know, the mob Mondays are gonna continue, and, you know, maybe a utility of being a holder is like, you know, not getting demoted or not getting like put on timeout.
Yeah,
You know, then I think this project is
100%. Yeah,
gonna absolutely take off, because those
yeah.
spaces, if you guys have not tuned into Mondays with the Mob, hosted by our boy Lance right here, you are missing out, because it is straight comedy for however many hours we go until he hops back in the VR
Yeah,
world.
Yeah, 100%.
But speaking
I
of that,
appreciate you, man.
let's talk a little bit about VR because I feel like you're one of the more knowledgeable people in the VR world that I've talked to, and shout out to my homie from high school, Sweet Lou. He gifted me a Oculus. I just hopped on with you the other night. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that like that battery ran out so quick. We were literally in the middle of a
Oh
game
yeah.
and my fucking headset just died. Just straight up just died.
Yep.
Like it was pop
Yep.
one. I was ready. I had the Glock. I had that thing on me. I had it
Yep.
loaded. I was ready to blow and my shit died. So,
Yeah.
but walk us through like just what's been your experience in VR? What's your favorite shit to do in there? And kind of, are you guys gonna try to incorporate any of those community VR aspects into the Marshmallow Mob project?
Yeah. So basically, ever since I got into NFTs, VR has been like my obsession. And it wasn't until NFTs, honestly. There is no, to my knowledge, I don't think there is any VR NFTs. So I don't think that to the people watching, there's no alpha about to get kicked out right now. There's just, it's just the idea of it all. The idea of, you know what I mean, going to this different place, yet you have kind of ownership in this place. We kind of see it with Sandbox and the Central Land and even the Apes Land. Um, but I'm thinking more or less, let's get off this fucking computer and let's hop in. Let's hop into it. Like you know what I mean. Let's go play. Let's go play. So that's my thing, and that's what drew me to it. Now, favorite games, I'd have to say, you already know Population One. It's battle royale for those who don't know. Somewhat similar to Fortnite. It's like a crossbreed in between Fortnite and Apex for those who play. Um, Fortnite in the sense that you can build, and that's about it.
It's wild you can
Everything else is like,
climb everything
yeah,
though.
yeah,
That is
yeah,
wild.
and that's what I was gonna say. That's what it makes it. You climb
And then
everything,
fly.
and when we say climb everything, you climb like I'm afraid I'm a bitch when it comes to heights. And when I'm climbing on that game, I'm like, yo, I'm a bitch because I can feel it in my legs. I'm like, yo, I should not be feeling this right now, but I'm in this world, so it's like my brain don't fucking know any different. And it's the weirdest shit ever. But yeah, you fly everywhere, and it's so like I said, it's action packed and it's fun as shit. Um, there's a couple zombie games, but I'm starting to more or less learn about the social aspect of it all because we are gonna integrate VR communities within the Marshmallow Mob. One of the traits that we have is going to be a VR trait. And the thing is, there's only going to be 20 of those, so they're going to be rare in itself. But those are also going to be redeemable for. They're going to be redeemable for an actual Oculus in real life. So we're gonna, hand out at least 20, get 20 more people into that wild ass group chat that we got, um, and you know what I mean. Start sharing that experience. Putting because there's we watched the man. It was a bad game. It was the when the Suns got blown the fuck out. We watched the Suns get blown the fuck out in big screen. Now, big screen, obviously, as you know, it's a big submersive ass movie theater. But if you hook it up to your computer, you can start streaming anything you want. Um, so obviously, we were watching that. But the thought just went in my head, like, bro, we could do like Super Bowl parties within there. We could do like the NBA Finals are coming up, so it's like any big event. Let's say there was a big TV show, like even Game of Thrones starting to come on again on HBO. We could start watching Game of Thrones within there with everyone. Real time, live time, and in different environments. Like we were fucking drawing the other day. We were in a classroom. We were in like the woods, and we were in space. And this is all while there's a big ass movie like screen set up. So it's like the environment around you changes. You know what I mean? You have the capability to change that. And yeah, it's just a great time. Like I said, a lot of people don't dox themselves in this space, so maybe NFT NYC ain't the way for them. You know what I mean? The Twitter Spaces are their way of coming out and showing themselves and shit like that. So this is kind of a way a way better, like more in real life way to come together. And I think that when projects start, really taking VR important, like we are, like I want to get these, I want to, this is a little shout out to, whoever I got a shout out to over at, the Void, visitors of I'm a DGen. I know you guys are killing shit in VR. I want to get 3D models, or not 3D, but VR models made. So everyone could be in, VR chat at the very least, as your mobster. And it gives you that much more freedom if you want to. Again, just with the IP, like, and shout out to Dr. Leo. The other day, he told me that he was in VR chat, and he actually screenshotted someone's character within there and made it his own. So it's gonna be funny as shit when people realize. You know what I mean? We're in there as our NFTs, and they're still on that whole "I'll screenshot you" shit because they actually can, and they will. They will use your shit in there to run around with you, just to clown you. But yeah, man, like I said, it's more or less just the being early of what I think is going to be something crazy once a lot of people start taking VR more serious, and we're starting to see it a lot more again. When it comes to just the playoffs in itself, the NBA playoffs, you see it's like, I don't know if it's sponsored by or if it's like in partnership with whatever the fuck the case may be. You see that fucking MetaQuest commercials, and I think it might even be on every court. You know what I mean, for right now.
I was gonna say, like, don't get me wrong, but like, I'm pretty sure, I was just kind of scrolling through the random apps and stuff, but I definitely saw MLB VR. And then, like, I might have even seen, like, an NBA VR where, like, they have, like, an app through there where it's, like, you're courtside or something. I don't know. It might be...
See,
you have to pay for that or something.
That's what... I was throwing that around, too, earlier on a Twitter space where I was like... It might have even been last night. Because I know that Horizons is, like, Meta's...
Metaverse.
That's, like, their baby. Yeah, that's, like, their baby. It is, like, their metaverse, you could say. And they had it at one point where you could watch the games within there. I don't know if it was courtside or anything like that. I would assume it had to have been at least courtside on a TV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At least like that. But I was thinking more along the lines of like, dude, teams can even start selling VR tickets, in my opinion, dude. If you want to start selling $10 a ticket for VR, $20, maybe even $50 to start off with, because it's going to be hard. I will pay $50 to get like a nice suite and or to be courtside. You know what I'm saying? So if I could do both of those, I'm willing to do that for my favorite team.
Absolutely.
You give me a fucking season pass capability, I'm doing that for my whole team. You tell me I just got to log on and just I'm there. I'm easily doing that.
And you make that pass an NFT, say less.
and that's what I'm saying. You make it. That's where offset. I was telling you, I think that NFTs and this crypto shit is like where everything just comes together. Like this is the focal point. And that was a great fucking example of it. You know what I mean? You talk about people who, why would you pay for that? It's like, why would you pay to go to the game? I don't want to go to the game. I got the food. I got homemade food. I got the best snack. I'm smoking. I'm getting drunk. Like, I'm cool here. I won't even invite a couple. You stay the fuck. Let me just stay in my room. I'm in my place. I like this. This is where I'm at. You know what I mean?
It's like, so I'll invite you, but just put your headset on. Meet me there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Just meet me here, bro. Meet me here, because there's, at least in my opinion, like, again, I like getting high. I like smoking weed. And until they allow that shit, like, you know what I mean? Them motherfuckers were blowing bogues in the fucking 50s, 60s. Nah, I'm gonna clock in from VR, and I'll buy the NFT for, you know what I mean, the season pass. That's what I'll do.
Absolutely. I was saying we might need to look into that for one of the utilities. Do a little Marshmallow Mob, NBA utility pass.
Oh my God, we might have to. NBA. What's my man's name? Adam Silver.
Yeah.
Hit my line.
Hit his line. I was saying, I might have to get the homie Dunk to pull up to one of these Marshmallow Mob VR sessions. I don't know if he's got an Oculus, but if he doesn't, Meta might just have to send him one. After, I'm sure someone from Meta is going to listen to this episode and hear it. So. If Meta, if you're listening right now, Zuck, get my man Dunk a VR. Get him a Quest.
Yep. Off the strength.
Or get him like the next generation that's like coming out that's like unreleased and like you only give to like the rich athletes.
Yeah, that all works.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Dude, well, thank you for taking the time out of your day to, come and talk to us about your project. Definitely gonna be getting you on a lot more here soon. Maybe hosting some interviews with me. Maybe getting on some blockchain boy spaces on Twitter. Because I think we need to spice those up a little bit. So we might need a little bit of mob energy over there, bro.
We like
but
that.
Nah,
yeah, well, I'll bring the mob. I was
gonna say, and I might need to get your funny ass on TikTok and start getting some TikTok content out there because I've been trying, but it's a tough game.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard for me to. I've never been that type of person, and
neither have I.
I just again when I just feel bamboozled when people are like, "Yo, the algorithm is just like crazy." Like it's easy to just start pumping shit, like not pumping shit, but like pumping your views and shit like that. Like,
dude,
that's what it's like, bro. You could just boom. Now you're back to like 100,000 followers. For the record, I fucking hated having 20,000. That's why y'all see me on this new account. I couldn't take that shit. I'm just a bitch when it comes to like, I was just a bitch. So it's like, bro, you tell me I got 100,000 people. Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool.
No,
but yeah, like again, it is the way. It is the way. Like it is the way. I know it is the way. It's just I got to get in the mindset of just fucking do it, bro. Regardless of whatever you feel, it's not right. Dude, you're wrong. Like I'm wrong.
I feel you.
That's how I gotta get in the mindset.
It's kind of crazy too, because just on the TikTok subject, like recently we hired our boy Josh. He came from Barstool and now he's doing his own social media consulting. So he's been giving us a lot of help and just cutting up content and getting it out on there, consistently and shit. And some of the Gary V clips of John playing ball Gary V. Like one of them got like 150K views and like 10,000 likes, but it's like up to that point, I think the most views we had in a video was like 1,000, something like that, and that was like the highest by far.
God.
Like
see?
It's like
that's wild.
It's nuts.
That's wild.
It's nuts. But I mean, our life is ran by algorithms right now, and unless Elon Musk buys Twitter, it looks like it's going to continue to be ran by algorithms.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's much us NFT guys can do about it, but maybe in a few years.
Yeah, we're just here for the ride right now. We're just
trying to build cool shit. We are building again.
100%. Yeah.
I was gonna say that's who we need. That's who we need to get on is K Money. You and me interviewing K Money to build.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's it. Yeah. We need that. We need that energy in the space, 100%.
Dude, 100%. Next time, we'll. I mean, I know this was a little more serious because we were talking about your project, but next time we'll get into some of these little sound bites we got. So.
100%. Yeah, we have a lot of sound bites. I think that one episode we recorded from the Twitter space, that was enough. I was listening to it the next day, and I was like, "Yo,
you're like, this is too much."
This got out of hand. I was definitely thinking this got out of hand, but then I was like, "But these motherfuckers were staying throughout." I was like, they were staying and listening to this shit. So it's like, if this is what everyone needs, if y'all need to get shit off your chest, yeah, this is what we're here for. That's all the Twitter space is.
I was gonna say, bro, I think
it.
some of those moments nobody was talking just because everybody was busy fucking laughing.
That's what I was saying. A couple times, everyone was just, oh my god,
clowning the ladies, clowning Ryder, like whatever.
It's great, man. And again, I just appreciate everyone that does stop by. I appreciate everyone.
Love to everybody
that will stop by.
Even Akombe, like even love to that guy.
Yeah, exactly. You're good sports about it. You got to be good. That's the thing. Like, I tell everyone, you got like slap the shit out of me. Like, I just mean like, bro, just don't take me personally. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not shit, so please don't think that I'm talking from a level of me being shit. I'm just trying to be Mr. Funny Guy. That's it. Just trying to make people laugh. and I guess I know about NFTs as well. There
That's
we
what
go.
you're trying to do?
There we fucking go. Exactly.
I had to get one in.
Exactly. No, there we go. That was perfect. That's way better than the one we got.
I love it.
Oh my god!
All right, before we get out of here, shill your socials. Even though you hate followers, so don't follow him. But if you want, just check him out. Like, see what he's got going on.
You might unfollow me right after following me, anyways. What is my at? Okay, yeah, I'm back. It's at Y'all Street Lance. It's at Y'all Street Lance on Twitter. The project's Twitter is at Marshmallow Mob, but that's in my bio for the regular one. So. Yeah, just come follow if you want to laugh. If you want alpha, you probably won't get it. Yeah.
Except for buy marshmallows, mint marshmallows.
Yeah, that's about it. That's about
it's the only alpha we need.
We're building now. Now we're building.
I love it, brother. I love it. Well, as always, go like, subscribe, comment if you want, leave some questions on YouTube. Go like us, follow us on Twitter, at bboyspod, on Instagram, blockchain 2_boys, and then on TikTok, I believe it's blockchain 2_boys as well. Yeah, I believe that's about it. Me and John are gonna be having an interview tomorrow that will be out next week. This will be coming out tomorrow, as long as I can get the editing done, knock on wood. But me and John will have an episode coming out next week with a NFL tight end that I will might release this week on Twitter. So we'll see. But all right,
yeah, stay tuned.
That's a wrap. Go check out Blockchain Boys. Go check out Marshmallow Mob. Go follow Y'all Street Lance. And as always, stay frosty. I don't know why I just said that. I've never said that before. I don't know why I said stay always.
Hey, we love
it. As always,
new shit every day.
We're gonna make it. I like that better. All right, Blockchain's Boys and Y'all Street Lance out. And we're doing. Let's get one last sound bite. I might have to cut this if it doesn't sound good. It's lagging. There we go. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Blockchain Boys. Remember to go like, follow, and subscribe on all socials and everywhere you consume your podcast.